Welcome to Crack-A-Pack. My name is Andrew, and today we're cracking open Wilds of Eldraine. Let's get cracking. Our first card today is a food token, followed by a forest for our land. Then we have dark tutelage for our enchanting tail. Decadent Dragon, which for 2 red is a 4/4 creature with flying and trample that reads whenever Decadent Dragon attacks, create a treasure token. And then it also has a instant adventure, expensive taste for 2 and a black. Exile the top 2 cards of target opponent's library face down. You may look at and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. Okay, 2 powerhouse cards on 1. That instant is awesome, getting to just steal 2 cards from your opponent. And they go face down, so your opponent doesn't even know what you took from them until you use it. And then you get to look at them whenever you want and play them. Even if you don't necessarily have the right mana, Decadent Dragon gives you treasure every time it attacks. So that treasure can then be used for mana of any color, and that's how you can start casting your opponent's spells. So I really like this. I think it's going to work out really well if you can go turn 3 or end step right before your turn, right? End step of your opponent right before your turn, cast Expensive Taste. So then this goes on its adventure. Turn 4, cast Decadent Dragon and start getting treasure tokens off of it, so you can use whatever you just stole from your opponent. Especially if you want to be really mean and use this right after they tutor for something. So then you're taking whatever they tutored for. And I mean, that's probably that is a really aggressive move to be holding on to this just so that when they tutor, you can steal whatever they tutored. But I mean, it's a good strategy. If it's something that your opponent really wanted, there's probably a good reason for it. So why not take it for yourself? Now, where am I going to put Decadent Dragon? I don't know. I don't have a deck that focuses on casting from exile yet. This might be a reason for me to start. Otherwise, this might have to just find a home in like a general treasure kind of deck and just have little nice exile clause tacked on. If you've seen Decadent Dragon in the wild, let me know about it in the comments below. What was the deck? What were you doing with it? Or what was the player doing with Decadent Dragon in their deck? Next we have Picnic Ruiner, Up the Beanstalk, Chancellor of Tales, Hopeful Vigil, Living Lectern, Rhyme for Reindeer, Leaping Ambush, Bespoke Battle Garb, Beanstalk Worm, Unveiling Guide, Spell Stutter, and Stingblade Assassin to round out the pack. Now for today's Pack 1 Pick 1. I think I'm going to give it to Picnic Ruiner. For 1 and a red, it is a 2/2 creature that reads, whenever Picnic Ruiner attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Picnic Ruiner gains double strike until end of turn. And it also has a sorcery adventure, Stolen Goodies. For 3 and a green, distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. So pulling off that sorcery is going to give you the creature with power 4 or greater for Picnic Ruiner to have double strike. And this is going to really just be a signpost for either +1/+1 counters or like big creatures. I don't know how much +1/+1 was in the set. I guess there is a fair bit with in Gruul I guess there is a fair bit of +1/+1 counter. So this would be pretty good, just getting 3 +1/+1 counters out. And if you're able to find what was it, Agatha's Soul Cauldron, this can pair really well with that, since that artifact gives abilities to creatures with +1/+1 counters, and this distributes 3 to creatures you control, and then also can have double strike on the creature. So yeah, this is going to be a signpost to look for +1/+1 counter synergies and payoffs. And if you can find Agatha's Soul Cauldron, snapping that as quickly as possible. So that is my pick 1. There are other really good cards in this pack though, so if you have a different pick 1 than me, let me know in the comments below. And that's all for today, so thanks for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow to crack open another pack.